Welcome back to the Montreal Expos franchise. It's the third draft so far in this franchise in year 3. And we're starting it off just showing you the recap of who I drafted this year. It's not that great. There's only like 2 guys that can really make an impact. This guy, Eric Page, was a reach. He looked good, switch hitting second baseman. But he's only 62 overall, and he's only got C potential. Probably never make it. This guy, Carl Conrad, doesn't look bad. 21 years old. 60 overall, though. High B potential. This next guy, Lorenzo Rodriguez, our best pitcher. Best guy we got in the draft by far. 64, B potential. Right, he throws the shed 96 miles an hour. He's got a fastball, sweeping curve slider, and a sinker. He looks really good, Lorenzo Rodriguez, so watch out for him. Jose Casto, closing pitcher, 70 overall to start, so high overall to start. He's only C potential, though. Maybe we'll see him in the bullpen in a few years. Cody Mendoza, again, probably not a guy who's going to get called up. 63, C potential. He can just stay in our farm system, give us some space. Same thing with this guy, Louis Daniel. He's not going anywhere. 48 overall, D potential. I mean, my God. And then this guy, Barack Glover, 53 overall, D potential. Again, probably not going anywhere. So it was okay. Draft wasn't that great. We just moved Marisnick down to AAA because look at Greg Jones in AAA, batting .343. Remember, if you guys, I don't remember. I think I showed it in the video, but I talked about moving Greg Jones to center because there's no spot for him at shortstop, and center field was one of his secondary positions. Look at that, 343 on the season. We're calling him up to the MLB. First, we got to add him to the 40-man, of course. We're calling him up. We don't care. We're calling him up to the MLB. He's ready. He deserves a chance to play, and he's going to play. And funny enough, he's not going to get his debut this game because of lefties on the mound. Oh, no, he was really tired. I should check that beforehand, but he was like his energy was super drained, so we had to give him a rest. We didn't want him to hurt himself or not perform in his debut, so he's actually not playing this game, but we'll see him in a couple games this episode. Wander Franco leads it off with a base hit. He gets around on third with 2 outs, and Ian Happ almost drives him home. A beautiful play by the first baseman on Seattle. Makes a diving stop to hold us scoreless in the first. Seattle threatening in the top of the second. That's a base hit to right. 46 speed going to test Austin Meadows' arm, and he's safe. Austin Meadows has no arm. We love Austin Meadows, but man, in the field, he is a real liability. Can't throw anyone out. Hardly tracks down balls in the gap. I mean, he's not a good fielder, but his hitting will always keep him in that lineup. I don't care. I wish I had an infinite amount of budget. I mean, I would sign Austin Meadows to a 10-year extension right now if I could, but the reality is he's probably only got a couple more years on this team. Speaking of that, I know there's a lot of highlights going on. Seattle's kind of kicking our ass early on. The second inning is really bad for Brandon McKay. That's a walk. 4-0. It's the second inning. We're going to have to pull Brandon McKay if he doesn't get this last out. Nicky Delmonico strikes out on a high fastball, so luckily we didn't have to burn out our bullpen early on. It's only 4, could be worse. And Austin Meadows can make it 4-3 right here. And matter of fact, that's exactly what he's going to do. That ball is gonzo. 4-3 now, just like that. A terrible inning. We get a good inning of our own. We're right back in the game. We're going to jump all the way ahead to the 8th because nothing happened after that. It's Colin Poche giving up a monstrous triple. That's going to clear the bases. It's a 2-run triple. It's 6-3 Seattle in the 8th, just like that. And then we jump ahead to the 9th. It's 9-3 now. We kind of just jumped ahead, and Seattle started, they kept on scoring. Hunter Renfroe, that ball's way out of here. Home run for Renfroe. Makes it 9-5, 17th of the season. Chris Davis is up next. He's going to rope a base hit. Wait a minute. We're starting to come back here. We're down 6 this inning. Now we are only down 4, and it's Nate Lowe who's struggling, who's just going to fly out to left. Nothing important. And for some reason, he crow-hopped to bring that in with the runner on first. But anyway, 2 outs. It's James McCann, and this is going to be game over. It's just going to be a lazy fly ball in a right field. Ken Corn out there. The Twins right fielder Max Kepler. No, that's not Max Kepler. Seattle. I don't know why I thought Twins. Seattle. Mitch Haniger. Fly ball into right. Game over. We lose this game to Seattle, surprisingly. Seattle's not that good. Anyway, Trevor Richards on the mound. He's 5-0 in 8 starts in place for Brandon Woodruff. 4.07 ERA, so he's done more than we've expected, filling in for the injured Woodruff this last month and a half so far. Gets a nice double play there, and then with runner on third, 2 outs, he's going to get a hit sharply, but right at Willy Adames. Going to get out of the inning scoreless. We're going up against, in a real-life Yankees prospect, Clark Schmidt, one of their top prospects. In this franchise, he got traded to the Tigers. I couldn't imagine who they would trade one of their top prospects for in the Tigers, but nonetheless, Clark Schmidt gets absolutely roped by Ian Happ. That ball was out of the camera sight. That shit was hit so fast and so hard, and so high. And my goodness, that was just a bomb. Ian Happ is my favorite player. Oh, man, I don't know what you guys thought when I traded for him, but has it ever worked out? I mean, let me just tell you. This is Greg Jones, by the way, rips one in the right at the right fielder, though. Now we're going to jump a little bit ahead in the 5th. We're losing 3-1, but that's okay. Trevor Richards is going to get out of the 5th inning. His night would be done. 90 pitches about. We're going ahead into the 5th. It's Greg Jones again. Here he goes. He's going to do some good there. That's roped in the gap. 92 speed. That's going to be an easy double. It's going to be a stand-up double for Greg Jones to get a rally started in the 5th. Wander Franco is going to pull it in up the middle and drive him home for a base hit. Our young prospects driving each other in. Look at that, getting a rally started, and then the other one driving them in. So it's good to see that. Jones, Franco back on the not back, but on the MLB team now. It's good to see. Here we go again, 7th inning. 1st and 3rd, 1 out, and we get a clutch double play. Jose Alvarado to get out of the inning. It's still 3-2. Alex Claudio gets out of the 9th. No problems there. It's a 1-run deficit headed into the 9th. Austin Meadows rips one base hit to start off the inning. We got the tying run at the plate, winning run. Tying run on base, winning run at the plate. Jesus, I can't talk this episode, man. I'm messing up. Ian Happ walks. Willy Adames rips one in the left. That one's got a shot. It's off the wall. Nobody was going. We had Meadows tagging up at second, so everyone just has to hold up. Bases loaded, nobody out, though. We just need a run to tie it. And Hunter Renfroe rips one down the left field line. It is gone. Barely makes it over the wall. Again, one of those where the runner's tagged up, not sure if it's going to drop or not. And this one goes right into the second row in the left field seats. A walk-off grand slam by Hunter Renfroe. Hunter Renfroe has done a lot of good things for us in this franchise, and he keeps at it right now. The walk-off grand slam. Here we go with the pretty much a first-place battle here. 47 wins for us, 46 for the Red Sox. So it's going to be neck and neck probably all season. In the 1st inning, reversing against Marcus Walden. That's Austin Meadows going to go deep, going to look for that big monster, the green monster, but no. Benintendi makes a nice catch. Balazovic on the mound for us. 5-5, 4-7. I mean, mediocre through 13 starts. But honestly, that's just what I'm starting to expect with Jordan Balazovic, is just mediocrity. But maybe one of these years he'll turn it around. Here we go about talking about Austin Meadows' defense earlier in the episode. There he is there. Can't run that one down, so J.D. Martinez is on with the double. And then next batter, of course, Xander Bogaerts is going to drive him home. Base hit up the middle. A 1-0 Boston lead. For some reason, Bogaerts went to second, so we're just going to throw him out real quick. And that'll end the inning. That is Jose Peraza going deep off Jordan Balazovic. I hit the very top of the monster. Barely made it out of here. But a home run nonetheless for Peraza. This one's ripped. This is going to be a sac fly. You know Meadows has no arm. It's going to be an easy sac fly for Boston. Another RBI. It's 4-0. Rafael Devers is going to absolutely hit a piss missile way, way out into right field, into that stupid fucking hook in right field. But it was gone. Would have been gone anyway. Brandon McKay, base hit. Pitcher Brandon McKay. I told you guys in like the last episode or 2 episodes ago, we're going to make him more of a two-way player, and we're trying. I mean, he's hitting. Not bad at all. That he doesn't really play during the sim, though, so kind of, I mean, it's hard to make him play during the simulation. So, I mean, it's probably not going to work out, but we'll play him here and there, you know, for the video. It'd be cool. Sack fly from Ian Happ brings in a run, 11-4. We're just getting absolutely demolished this game. Here's Brandon McKay again, though. He had a decent game. He bloops one in the center. That ball's going to drop. It's going to be another RBI base hit for him, 11-5. I mean, it was pretty much, I was playing this game as if it was over because I knew we had no shot. Bases loaded, though, for the Red Sox. 1 out. Nice strikeout from Michael Givens. And then Rafael Devers, is he going to come through again? He sure is not, because Greg Jones with that 92 speed in center, he can run down a lot of things. I like him out there in center. Meadows, fly ball to center field in the 9th, still 12-5. That's 1 out away from another loss this episode, and it's Ian Happ, but Ian Happ rips one right off the third baseman's glove. For some reason, I don't know, I felt like we had more time to go to third, but no, Wander Franco gets thrown out, and that's the game. It didn't matter anyway. We're down by 6, lose 12-5, and look at this, some bit of good news. Brandon Woodruff is no longer injured and has come off the IL. What would you like to do? Of course, let's just throw, make sure he's in our rotation. Throw Trevor Richards as the long relief guy. I'm very happy with what he did. I'm going to keep him on the MLB team. Richards is going to be a long relief guy, and we moved Jalen Beeks down to AAA. Wasn't doing anything too special. So it's a good thing to have Richards on the team. You know, good long relief guy. He played good in the absence of Woodruff, so we're going to reward him by keeping him on the team. Why send him down to AAA if he deserves a spot on the roster? Let's go into Houston now. They hit Ian Happ, and Ian Happ does get hit a lot in this franchise. I don't know why. Maybe he just hits a little too many home runs, and they don't like it. But they went high and in on Ian Happ, and then Hunter Renfroe, the next batter, hits one over the train tracks. I mean, just admire this moonshot from Hunter Renfroe. He's admiring it. Look at it. He doesn't want to stop looking at it. That did, in fact, go over the train tracks. Here is Brandon Wood, your first start back off the IL. See if he'd be a little rusty in the first. It's Jordan Alvarez gets it into a 1-6-3 double play. Good pitching from Woodruff. This guy, Michael Toglia, strikes out swinging, but don't forget that name. We're going to see that in a little bit. Christian Walker strikes out swinging. So good first 2 innings from Brandon Woodruff. Here's Bregman, and fuck Bregman. We're going to hit him in the back. Benches are worn. They hit Ian Happ. We're going to hit this cheating asshole. So it's cool. Yeah, Brandon Woodruff saying, well, hey, don't go so inside. Maybe I wouldn't have hit you. You know, warnings, that would be the end of it. Things got heated in Houston. Yeah, Kevin Cash didn't like that they hit our player first. We needed some revenge anyway. It ended up, you know, biting us in the ass because that guy, Toglia, the first baseman for Houston, he goes way out. It's 3-1 at that point. We're jumping ahead at 6-3. Willy Adames is going to rope one into center field. That is going to go almost over the head of the center fielder. What a play. What a catch that was. My goodness. Sack fly at 6-4. Woodruff kind of struggled a little bit. You know, he's a little rusty, but I'm not too worried about Woodruff. He needs to just get back in the groove of things. He just came off a finger injury on his throwing hand, so we'll cut him a little bit of slack. But Houston, yeah, 6 runs, 6-4. We jump ahead in the 9th, only down by 2, but Roberto Ozuna's on the mound. That's a base hit, though, to lead off the inning for Willy Adames. So right away, we're threatening, but 2 outs, and Nate Lowe is just going to end this one. Nice play by Carlos Correa. Barely gets Adames at second, but we lose another one this episode, but that's okay. Let's look at the standings. I mean, the statistics. Wander Franco, you probably saw it. I don't know if you need to go back, but he's batting well over 300. Same with Austin Meadows, balling again like usual. Just 22, 60 home run. 60 RBIs, 22 home run. Look at Ian Happ. He leads the team in home runs with 26, I think, and RBIs with 66. And he's batting 293. He's almost batting damn near 300. Adames, another solid year. Probably gets snubbed for the All-Star team again. Hunter Renfroe has 23 jacks already. This, by the way, keep in mind, this is in the end of June. So 23 home runs for him. Nate Lowe, disappointment. I mean, what can we do? We don't really have that many other first basemen to try, but man, it's just like, come on. It's Greg Jones off to a hot start, batting .350 with a home run in his first 40 at-bats in the MLB. And James McCann really struggling, too. This is the last year of his deal, though. We got a rookie, Brian Ramirez, up in our farm system, who we'll see more of probably in the off-season video, because I'll just keep McCann. It's not like I could trade him for anything anyway. I'll just keep the veteran catcher McCann. And then next year, we'll call up Brian Ramirez, who's an exciting prospect. He's a guy I drafted in the first season. But anyway, more on him in the later episodes. Bench isn't doing anything too special. Chris Davis had quite a bit of home runs. Blake Snell, 2.35, just killing it. Chirinos, you never see this. Chirinos with an above 4 ERA. That's really shocking. 4.3 for Chirinos, 4.28 for Woodruff, but not a lot of innings pitched there. Brandon McKay and Jordan Balazovic. Again, oh man, I mean, they're just so inconsistent. They're both in the 5s this season. I'm hoping they'll go down, by the time the season ends, but man, going into it right now, I don't even know who would be my 4th starter. Just got to rely on Snell, Chirinos, and Woodruff in the playoffs to get us to where we want to go. Bullpen's not too great either. The ERAs have gone way up. Alex Claudio pitching good, Michael Givens pitching good, and Tyler Glasnow still lights out. Take a look at this stat. He's 28-0 in saves and opportunities, has not blown a save yet, and has got a 1.56 ERA. Man, what a great decision that was to move him to the bullpen. He's been better than I ever could have imagined. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the episode. Leave a like, subscribe if you did. Don't forget to comment too. And I'll see you guys in the next one, where we'll do another month of July, so it'll be another all-star game. We'll show the all-star team, and we'll see if we'll make a trade or two. Maybe we need to add pitching. I mean, the lineup's good. I don't want to give up on Nate Lowe. I would add a first baseman, but I don't want to give up on Nate Lowe. He just won World Series MVP. Let's get him a little slack. Let's just get some pitching, maybe 1 or 2 bullpen arms, because I don't want to give up on my starters either, and then we should be good to go. But anyway, I'll see you there.